In a famous song by Amy Winehouse, she sang that when they tried to make her go to rehab, she sang no, no, no. Well, as it turns out, she probably would have been better off if she had just let them take her to rehab. She was found dead in her home on Saturday, most likely of a drug overdose. Although Amy has some clear personal problems, she is a great and talented musician. I'll bet everyone in here can admit that her songs are pretty catchy. She was clearly gifted from a young age, but her drug and alcohol addictions were a constant problem and eventually led to her death. By learning about her life, we can aspire to replicate her characteristics that allowed her to become successful, while avoiding the errors that restricted her success and eventually led to her death. Amy Winehouse became successful and famous because she followed her dream to become a successful singer with determination from an early age. However, she would not allow her friends and family to help when she clearly needed it, and she made the same mistakes over and over, choosing to do what she wanted rather than making the difficult choices that would ultimately improve her life. Amy seemed to be destined for greatness from an early age. According to an article by CBS, Amy loved jazz, soul, and rap music, and she set out to become a singer at the age of 10 when she formed her first band, a rap group named Sweet and Sour. According to People's Magazine, she was also accepted into Sylvia Young Theatre, a prestigious school in London that focused on the performing arts. She ran into a major hurdle at the age of 16, however, when she was expelled for piercing her nose. It would have been easy for this to cause her to give up on her goals of becoming a successful singer, but to settle on a more conventional career, but this did not hold her back at all. She continuously sent in demo tapes to record companies and continued to practice singing. Eventually this work paid off, and at the age of 16, she was given her first record deal with Island Universal Records. Her career quickly took off from here, and by 2003, she had produced a double platinum record, and Frank. In life, we were constantly taking on hurdles, and when Amy was presented with a hurdle, she did not give up on her dreams, but rather jumped over the hurdles and achieved her goals. Although Amy had a great and quick start in the music business, her career and personal life were quickly damaged by a series of personal problems. She started to heavily abuse alcohol shortly after the release of her first album, and she was often even too drunk to sing an entire set in concert. According to Biography.com, she was also in an abusive relationship with her video music assistant, Blake Fielder-Sybil, who later admitted to introducing her to hardcore drugs. Although her friends and family told her repetitively that she should go to rehab for her drug addictions, she constantly refused, and she even wrote a song about it named Rehab. It is always smart to listen to your friends when they try to help you, but because Amy refused their advice, her life quickly fell apart. Once Amy was addicted to crack, however, her music career and personal life were all but ruined. Biography also wrote that in 2007 she was rushed to a hospital in London, and she later admitted that she had had a drug overdose. The next year, she was caught on tape smoking crack cocaine, and she actually did enter rehab in order to avoid a prison sentence. But she left rehab as soon as possible, and the tabloids soon captured her, exposed her that she had clearly not kicked her bad habits. On July 23, 2011, she was found dead in her apartment. Although the toxicity test had not yet been completed, it is assumed that the cause of her death was a drug overdose. Because Amy never put forth the work to break her addictions, her life took a down spiral, and she died at the young age of 27. As Dumbledore said in Goblet of Fire, we must all face a choice between what is right and what is easy. Though Amy clearly did not make all the right decisions in life, she will be remembered as a good person and an inspirational musician.